Hey Gemini, welcome to your April 2020 reading. It is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for you, some of it might be for someone else. You might be a sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign Gemini, or you could be watching for someone that's a Gemini. Either way, I am grateful you're here. I have disabled the comments only because it's a very emotional time for everyone right now. And as empathetic and understanding as I am, my readings tend to trigger some people, so they tend to emotionally or project their emotions in the comments. And I just want this to be a safe space for people to come and be able to watch a video about themselves if it resonates. You can follow me on Instagram at Candy Wishman, and I'm also on Patron where I offer exclusive Twinflame content. The information is in the description box below, with also with my social media posting schedule. So let's get started on this. What is the overall energy of the month for you, Gemini? What is the overall energy of the month? And this won't resonate with all Geminis, but it might resonate with some, okay? Just keep that in mind. Okay, so we have Kundalina, that's a new thing. Kundalini rising. It's a 22. And ignite your passion for life. Okay, so we are still in Aries season. We're still in the first house of the Zodiac, which means we are still of self. And I feel like this 22 is the number of the master builder. It's a life path number, but it's also a number of building your own life, building your own path, building your own dreams. When Kundalina, I keep saying it that for maybe, I don't know why. When Kundalini rises, it builds up. So I feel like you're building up to something. Igniting passion is a difficult thing. Passion is an amazing thing. The ignition of it is an amazing thing. The sustainability of it is something else altogether. And I feel like for Gemini energy specifically, it takes a variety of things to really ignite your passion or keep your flames burning, if you will. So I think that's a really interesting place for you to be, because I think you're really starting to hone into your own energy and own your own energy. And if you need, it's almost like, you know, when sometimes people build their wealth, but they have multiple streams of income. I feel like you're going to have multiple streams of, multiple ways of keeping the fire burning for you. Okay, what can you focus on this month? Oh, that was fast. What can you focus on this month, Gemini? What can you focus on? Okay, so we got those. Perfect. All right, interesting. We have the Tower on the bottom. The Tower card is a card, it's an energy of, it's sort of when the tower falls, like you're standing on the tower and the foundation is faulty, so it comes apart so you can rebuild in your own image. It's like that. I feel like there's certain aspects of your life that are being torn down, but it's not to focus on the fact that they're being torn down. It's focusing on the fact that you have an opportunity now to rebuild in your own image. It was 333 when I said that. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Yeah, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is in reverse though. Okay, and when this happens, the Six of Wands is an influencer card. It's a victory card. It's a card of coming home to self. But in reverse, it's sort of like, what are your intentions? What is the energy behind what you're doing? Is it altruistic? Is it aligned with who you really are, or is it aligned with who people think you need to be? I feel like maybe that's a little bit why the Tower's showing up here, because it's breaking down all those parts of you that make you feel like you have to be a certain way. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. I love the Knight of Pentacles energy. It's a slower energy. It doesn't really align necessarily with the Gemini energy because it's more of a busy energy, but it's a very steadfast, very productive, very successful energy. You're laying the foundation, you're laying the path to foundation, you're building up, okay? Be focused on the kind of bricks you're putting in your foundation. What kind of bricks are most sustainable to you? And the only true answer for that, okay, is what brings you joy and happiness. What makes your soul sing? What is a yes? A definite yes. Those are the bricks you want to put in there. And you can have all yeses. You can have all happiness and joy, okay? Just you know, I know we always say there has to be a balance, but when it comes to your own foundational reality, it's about focusing on the kind of bricks you're laying down for yourself in this foundation. Some bricks, this is coming, some bricks are heavier to lift than others. If the brick's a burden, it's not in alignment, okay? So be mindful of that. And that's where that reverse Six of Wands, is it a false victory? Is it a band-aid? Is it it's sort of like that movement on social media where it's like follow for follows, or like, you know, follow for follows. They're not real genuine followers. They're following because you're following them. And I get that gets you numbers, but are the numbers true? Like, is it genuine? Is it quality? Are you doing quantity over quality? Okay. And then we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is an awesome energy because she is all about self-empowerment. So how can you be empowering yourself this month? How can you empower others? I feel like this is more about you though. I feel like when you empower yourself, you empower others. You might inspire others to empower themselves. When you start building your foundation with your bricks, you naturally feel more confident because you're comfortable in your own skin. Anyone else's energy that comes in, you know, you're not gonna wobble on that. You're gonna be like, no, this is solid in who I am. It's going to build things for this future that's coming for you, this future that you truly want and are deserving of. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so let's see what needs to be surrendered. What needs to be surrendered for you this month? What can you surrender, Gemini? Okay, so we have the Moon on the bottom, which makes a lot of sense. The Moon is a fear card. It's an illusionary card. It's being afraid of the illusion of things. Like, someone's opinion of you is an illusion because it's their perception of reality. It's not your truth, okay? This could have a lot to do with status and how people see you in the world. Afraid of judgment. Afraid of doing what truly makes you happy, or feeling like you might not necessarily deserving of it. I feel like a large group of you really truly feel like you deserve it. Some of you do fear not being able to keep up, or not being able to find something like that one thing that's going to ignite your fire, but maybe you're not meant to just have one thing, and that has to be okay because it's your energy and this is your life. So we have the Two of Pentacles showing up. The Two of Pentacles is the energy of juggling too many things at once, interestingly enough. Okay, so we have juggling too many things at once. The surrendering the need to juggle all those things. Because here's the thing, when you start to align and put your own bricks in place, you can have as many bricks as you need. And because it's your own energy, because it's something that actually excites you and brings you joy, it doesn't feel like a struggle. You're not juggling too many things. You're actually enjoying the momentum of the energy. And I also feel like this has to do around decision making, afraid that you're gonna, some of you have been judged and chastised for being too flighty. But that's just the way and for most Gemini, that's just how your brains work. Like you're constantly calculating and thinking, and you know, and maybe you don't feel a whole lot grounded, but it's not for anyone else to judge you how you go about things. It's how you feel about those things outside of those judgments. So if you feel crappy about them, so I have to watch my language for YouTube. If you don't feel good about them, is it because someone made you not feel good? Or is it because you genuinely don't feel good about it? So be mindful of that. I think the influence of others is a big thing that needs to be surrendered. It's causing unnecessary fear for you. And then we have the Hierophant. Okay. And what I heard from this is overcommitment, committing yourself to too many things, because this is a higher level of commitment. Feeling the need to overcommit yourself for fear of missing out. That's what it is. FOMO. FOMO just popped into my head and I'm like, fear of missing out. Okay. So surrendering the fear of missing out. You cannot miss out on anything that is meant for you. Okay. If you need to say that to yourself a million times a day, then say it to yourself a million times a day. Okay. Maybe not that many times. No one has that kind of time, but you catch my drift. When you catch yourself like worrying that you're going to miss something, I cannot miss out on something that is meant for me. It will either come back around or it wasn't meant for you. Okay. All right. Let's see what challenges you're going to face this month. What is going to challenge you this month, Gemini? So we have the Page of Cups. This is a challenging energy for almost all the signs. This has come up in almost all of the readings I've done for the month of April. And the Page of Cups it's an emotional energy, but it's sort of apprenticing your emotions, like really, like we're taught about our emotions in one way, and now we're having to relearn everything based on our own truth of reality, our own truth, the truth of our soul, the truth of what emotions really are. So I feel like that's been a really big challenge for everyone, because we're trying to navigate these new emotional waters in a very deeply emotional time. So then we also have the Chariot, and this has been coming up quite a bit as well. The Chariot is a very forceful, determined energy. The challenge for you, I think, is going to be not that you can, because there's no way, like your energy, you have the ability to keep up with very fast-paced environments. Like you're really quick to catch on. This is more of a challenge of needing to slow down, the opposition of that, of not needing to rush into something for fear of missing out. And then we have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is an energy of, I've made a decision, but I'm not really sure what to do with that decision. I'm not sure. I feel there's going to be a lot of challenges, because here we have the surrendering around, this is a decision in the physical. The Two of Pentacles is making decisions in the physical for yourself. And then we have the Two of Wands is acting on a decision you've made. And so I feel like the challenge is going to be more, again, afraid of doing the wrong thing. And you cannot mess up anything that is meant for you. So if you have to say that too, and here's the thing, you can't lose. When you do things, when you tap into things that make you feel good, that make you happy, that bring joy to your life, that makes your soul sing and your heart expand, you cannot go wrong. That's like that's like the ultimate, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like it pays dividends, even if it doesn't pay money. Okay, it pays dividends, and the money's a byproduct of your energy. So if you're high vibrational and you're really in this awesome place because you're doing the things you love regardless, there's just this energy of abundance that follows that. It's attracted to it. All right, let's take a look at some supportive energies for you. Okay. Beautiful. Guess we'll take these three. Yeah, so on the bottom we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is an energy of abandonment, of being left out in the cold. Big surprise when we talk about feeling like you've missed out, like missing out. You feel like you've been left out of something really cool. So the reason it's a supportive energy is because when you can navigate why it's so important for you to be involved in all of these things, you find the wound that makes you feel like you're in lack. Because anytime you feel like you've been left out, you're in a place of lack and negativity. So the first card that popped out was the devil. And the devil is a really interesting energy. It's a Capricorn energy. So I heard maybe you know a Capricorn that can be a good support for you, for one. Two, the devil card is about attachment. Okay. When you can realize what you're attached to, what you're hanging on to, you can recognize the codependencies that keep you in these circles. And again, I'm going to bring up fear of missing out, because this is the theme for you this month, to navigate those feelings so you can let go of them. We are the center of our own universe, and Gemini, you're the thing, you're the part that nobody wants to miss out on, not anything else. So you're like I heard like you're the center of the party, you're the life of the party. You're the life of the party. Okay, so any of these illusions that you could miss out on something is a wound. Maybe it was something that stemmed from your childhood where you were left out, or you missed out on something really cool and it made you feel ostracized or put out by it. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is honing your skills, getting to work. So when you can put your actions where your joy is, it's going to create this new reality for you. I feel for some of you, it's going to be trial and error. Can I do this? Is it sustainable? Does it feel good every time I do it? Is it a once in a while thing? What are these things that I'm feeling into? I'm going to say a majority of you that are watching this are going to have more than one thing. It's not just going to be one thing, okay? And then the Ten of Pentacles, okay? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Okay. When you look at your intention behind what you're doing and what you want to leave as a legacy for yourself, for your family, for the world, whatever that looks like, it's going to be a great support to you, because again, it comes back to self. It comes back to realigning with who you are. Very interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at an important event for this month for you. Oh, yeah. We have action. So what I get from this is there's going to be something that happens that's very interesting. We have a contract here. So this could be legal contracts. It could be something that comes up that you're going to be like spurred into action is what I heard. But it's coming up for you for a reason. One, are you being spurred into action because, again, you're afraid of missing out on something amazing? Or are you being spurred into action because this actually brings joy to your heart? Okay. It could be both, but one is going to be more dominant than the other. And that's really going to help you navigate. I have a friend of mine, and she goes through this all the time, where she's constantly given timelines, like, take advantage of this. The sale ends at midnight. And it's that fear of missing out that drives her to purchase it. But it's really a calling, and again, like, I'm not going to say anything more about her. That's her story. But just as an example, if you feel like that, you're not alone. And we all do that to some degree. And we're actually conditioned to do that through marketing strategy, right? Get people to be like, they're going to miss out on this and they're going to spend money on it. But what if that something doesn't bring you, joy and happiness, and it doesn't actually serve you in the long run? And it's not to say that those things that she participated in didn't. It's just the concept. It's the energy around the fear of missing out. So I feel like that's going to be really important for you to feel. Oh, I guess the fairies really want to have something to say to you. They just popped right out. Holy Hannah. Okay, what do we got, fairies? The Chariot, okay? Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishment, being in the spotlight. All right, so this is absolutely, I felt it, but I don't like to, this is absolutely, and I said it when the Six of Wands came out, as wanting to be an influencer, wanting to influence people in a really great way. But in order to do that, you have to influence yourself. You have to release the need to provide to other people and speak authentically from what really drives you, because that's the energy that people are craving now. They're not craving what you think they want to hear. They're craving what you have to say because it's real and it's authentic. And that can truly only come from a place of happiness and joy. That keeps coming up. So maybe it's like a broken record for you. Maybe you're hearing it a lot, Gemini. Anyways, I hope that this has helped. If it resonated, please like and share. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light, and have an amazing month of April.